Hey guys, what is up? It's that you good guy Cameron here. Today I've got a new deck profile for you. I know it's been a little while again, but I'm finally here. I finished this deck, and yeah, I have another deck profile coming out after this. So it'll take a little bit because I got to get the cards, but it'll happen eventually. So here today I have Flower Cardians for you. So let's get into it. To start off, you're going to have 3 Flower Cardian Cherry Blossom with Curtain. And this card is basically just a draw power card, also while also special summoning it. So, yeah. Next, you have 3 Flower Cardian Pine, which is another draw mechanical. Well, actually, really, they all are. They all really draw for themselves. And you'll see why that is really good when I get to the extra deck. So Flower Cardian Pine is your big normal summon of the game, and it's really all it does. And then it just draws, and then it draws again when sent to the graveyard. So, and then 3 Flower Cardian Peony with Butterfly. This is your main tuner of the deck. And basically with this one you have to tribute a Cardian monster in order to special summon. And then you can draw a card. If it's a Flower Cardian, you get special effects, and then if not, send it to the graveyard. But what's cool about this one too is when it's used as a synchro material, all the other materials become level 2 for that synchro summon. And you'll also see why that's really handy in a minute. Next up, we have 3 Flower Cardian Zebra Grass. This card basically, if you have a hand that's kind of basically it's a magic hammer. You put as many Flower Cardian monsters back in your deck, shuffle, and then draw that many. So just kind of gives you a little, chance to get a better hand if you need one. And then you have 3 Flower Cardian Willows. This card is good. It pulls. Basically, what's different? You can target a Flower Cardian monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into your deck, and then draw a card. So get another draw power while also recycling a Flower Cardian monster that you could really use, really benefit from. And so it's always good to have. So if you have 3 Flower Cardian Polonias, this card is another draw power based on being attacked. If it's attacked, you can negate the attack, draw a card, and end the battle phase. So, it helps protect you. So, now most of these high level ones usually are special summoned if you have a lower level Cardian on the field. There are a few like Clover with Boar, Flower Cardian Clover with Boar, that you need to tribute one. And this one's nice. You draw a card if it's a Flower Cardian monster. Then you can destroy a monster your opponent controls. If not, send it to the graveyard. So, pretty generic. Yeah, a lot of them are if you draw a spell or a trap, then it just goes to the graveyard. But most of the spells in this deck are good at, if it's sent to the graveyard, they have effects while in there as well. Then we have Flower Cardian Maple with Deer. Very similar effect to Clover with Boar. Only difference is it will destroy a spell or trap card if you draw that Flower Cardian monster. And then next we'll have 1 Flower Cardian Pine with Crane. This works well with Flower Cardian Pine. You tribute it, special summon this one. You draw a card. If it's Flower Cardian, you can special summon it. And if this one battles, you also get another card off your deck. So, pretty handy. 1 Flower Cardian Zebra Grass with Moon. Typically, you're going to be tributing your Zebra Grass for this card, and then similar with Pine with Crane, supposed to summon a Flower Cardian monster if you drew it, off its effect. And then 1 Flower Cardian Willow with Colographer. This is another tuner. Requires you to tribute a level 11 Flower Cardian monster. But it and when you do special summon, if you draw a card, Flower Cardian, you special summon it. But it's also nice because it just like Peony, it levels them all up to level 2. So, and last we have Flower Cardian Polonia with Phoenix. You special summon by attributing level 12 Flower Cardian monster. Then if it's special summon, you can draw a card. If it's a Flower Cardian, special summon. If not, send to graveyard. And then also if it inflicts battle damage, you get to draw another card. So that's all the monsters for the deck. Now here's all the spells. Got 3 Flower Gatherings. This card basically just pulls 4 Flower Cardian monsters with 100 attack out with different names out of your deck. Puts them in attack. They cannot be attributed. And their effects negated. So you can only activate 1 per turn. So, but it's good if you just need to get a lot of cards out in haste, and then you contribute them off for your bigger ones in your hand. Next, you have 3 Flower Stacking. Probably one of my favorite cards of this deck. It basically you get to go through your deck and choose 3 different Flower Cardian monsters in your deck, and then you shuffle your deck, and then you put those 3 on top in any order you want. And so that really is handy because you can use it with all kinds of combos. One of my favorites also is Super Koi Koi with that. You get to basically reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For every Flower Cardian monster reveal gets special summoned and attack. Has its ignoring summon conditions. The levels become 2 and they have their effects negated. And then any other cards are banished face down. You lose 1,000 life points for each. But it really helps out. Now, Flower Stacking also has a graveyard effect. Except not during the turn it's been sent to the graveyard. But you can target 1 Flower Cardian monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Super Koi Koi, you can banish it from the graveyard and then tribute 1 monster, special 1 Flower Cardian monster from your hand. So ignoring summoning conditions. So then last we have 3 Recardinations. This card is really good because you can target 1 Flower Cardian monster graveyard and add it to your hand. Then special summon any Flower Cardian monster from your deck. From your hand, ignoring any of its summoning conditions. And then also if this card is sent to the graveyard by a Flower Cardian monster's effect, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 spell card from there to your hand, and then put the other 4 cards on top in any order you want. So it's pretty handy. So yeah. Now next up is the extra deck, and now a lot of these Flower Cardian monsters have the effect where you cannot normal or special summon, except for Flower Cardian monsters. And so that's why this extra deck is all Flower Cardians. Right now we're running 3 Flower Cardian Borderflies. This one is good. It's a level 6, and it basically this Flower Cardian monster you control attacks the defense. You can inflict piercing battle damage, and then turn you can banish 1 Flower Cardian monster from your graveyard till the end of your opponent's next turn. They cannot activate effects of cards in the graveyard, and they cannot special summon from the graveyard. So as long as you have this card out, you can keep having monsters to banish. Opponent cannot use their graveyard to their advantage. So, which is always handy to have that. Next up is probably my favorite synchro monster, Flower Cardian Light Shower. You're running 3 of these as well. This one's really cool because before I get going, Borderfly needs 1 tuner and 2 non-tuner monsters. So, and then with Light Shower it needs 3 non-tuners and 1 tuner. And so your opponent cannot target Flower Cardian monsters you control with card effects. Also, those monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then during your opponent's draw phase, if they draw a card for the normal draw, you can inflict 1,500 damage to your opponent's life points, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, or during the end phase, you have to activate 1 of 2 effects. Either you can skip the draw phase of your next turn, or this card has its effects negated until your opponent's next standby phase. So, and now with the first effect, that's why the monsters, are really handy off of drawing themselves, because if you have this one out, your best play is to not draw, And now sometimes you'll be stuck where you just can't. There's no way you can. But really, with this, his effect damage and his effect to protect all fire Cardian monsters, you really are pretty safe. So, yeah. And then last, you have 3 Fire Cardian Light Flares. This one requires 1 tuner and 4 non-tuner monsters. It's a level 10. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Fire Cardian monster, you control battles an opponent's monster. The opponent's monster has its effects negated until the end of the battle phase. This phase up synchro summon card is destroyed by a battle or it leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. You can special summon 1 Fire Cardian synchro monster from your deck, from your extra deck, except Fire Cardian Light Flash. So basically you can summon out your Light Shower or your Border Fly, whichever one you want, and then you can start, tearing your opponent apart again. So, and I think that's all that is. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I really enjoy playing with this deck. It's not the best. It's not going to stand up, but it's really, really cheap, which was nice. Most of the cards are pretty easy to get because of that. So, it's definitely something to look into. There may be a more competitive build that I have not found yet, but until then, I think this will work fine. And like I said at the beginning, I have another one coming in, another deck profile that I just need to get the rest of the cards for, and then I'll be on my way with that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you later.